Listeners filled a tent outside the Texas state capitol this afternoon as a conversation ensued around how to prevent the next mass shooting during today's Break the Cycle panel.
In 2024, our citizens, I think, deserve better, right?
Gun violence and how to prevent it in America, the topic of conversation at TribFest Day 3.
We have stop the killing, stop the dying, start the healing, and we're doing that all at the same time.
The panel of speakers this afternoon all shared one thing in common. They lived in a place where a mass shooting occurred.
What I think is we have a systemic failure.
Jacqueline Schilkraut has been studying mass shootings for nearly 2 decades. She says we have desensitized ourselves through language.
We talk about I'll shoot you an email, or we do things with bullet points, right? These are language choices that we just kind of pass off and don't think about because they're just who we are.
But more than that, she says we have to get ahead of mass shootings before they happen, which includes reporting something to the authorities whenever something alarming catches your eye.
We have to break down the bystander effect and turn it into a culture, change the culture from snitching to helping.
Democratic State Representative Joe Moody of El Paso and Uvalde CISD board member Jesse Rizzo were speakers as well, both discussing legislation they'd like to see passed in the next Texas legislative session. Moody speaking about restrictions, and Rizzo speaking on raising the age in which you can buy a firearm.
You can be pro-Second Amendment and still legislate in this space. The Supreme Court has said so.
We're hopeful that in the future that something like that would happen. In this case, our Jackie would have been here.
Schildkraut says the change starts with messaging. Instead of approaching conversations talking about gun violence or gun rights, instead say,
let's deal in gun violence prevention.
The biggest piece coming out of today's panel is keeping the conversation open and going surrounding firearm safety. Reporting outside the Texas state capitol, Jamal Kennedy, CBS Austin News.
Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and get the latest news by downloading the CBS Austin News app.